I can see the code. Think Kaspa.
What's up, Crypto Crew, and welcome back, or if this is your first time, I'm Captain Crypto Might, actively escaping the matrix, scoping out the crypto oceans. If you like your odds, get on the boat, stay up to date, thumbs up, and join the hunt.
Into the boat!
Crypto Crew, June 18th, 2025 rolled by. Once again, we did not get the desired rate cuts. And yes, once again, that means the 2025 bull run is delayed for now as of the making of this recording. That said, there is movement within the Kaspa ecosystem as the now infamous wallet number 2 has an increase of millions of purchased Kaspa coins, and it's not just wallet number 2, which many of the Kaspa community, yours truly included, believe wallet number 2 belongs to Binance. Other wallets have been stacking Kaspa, and that means, Crypto Crew, the longer the delay, the more the whales and the big players can scoop up more cheap Kaspa.
Folks, we're talking about Kaspa, and we're going to talk how amazing it is, why it's better than all the other blockchains, okay? It is secure, folks. It's scalable, and it is decentralized. That means nobody owns it, folks.
The potential is ginormous for Kaspa, and so we as the Kaspa community must continue to spread the word on Kaspa, similar to how Bitcoin changed from being a digital peer-to-peer cash to a store of value. People need to understand what makes Kaspa Kaspa.
One person changed everything. He made money free.
No banks. No borders. No middlemen.
But freedom moved slow. The world moved fast.
People searched for a way forward. Most gave up something. Some gave up on proof of work. Others gave up on trustlessness.
But a few kept going. They asked better questions.
That's where Kaspa began. 10 blocks every second.
Open to everyone. Owned by no one.
Let's build together.
They said Earth was the center. Anything else was heresy.
They said some people don't belong. That fairness would break the rules.
They said this wall would stand forever. That freedom ends here.
They said letting us vote would ruin everything. That we couldn't decide.
They said books would spread confusion. Only the few should read.
They said it couldn't be done.
They said the system can't be questioned. That truth makes things worse.
They always say it can't work, right before it does.
They said you can't solve the scalability trilemma. They were wrong. Kaspa exists, and it works.
Prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Now, before we continue, Crypto Crew, always remember to protect your crypto investments. Self-custody is key, especially during this 2025 bull run. In my personal opinion, the Tangent Wallet is your best option. Plug and play, easy to use, and the most affordable option out there. So if you wish to order your Tangent Wallet today, you can get 10% off using code Crypto Crew. Check out the link in the description box below. Thanks so much for your consideration and support in advance, and may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you all.
My colleagues and I remain squarely focused on achieving our dual mandate goals of maximum employment and stable prices for the benefit of the American people. Despite elevated uncertainty, the economy is in a solid position. The unemployment rate remains low, and the labor market is at or near maximum employment. Inflation has come down a great deal, but has been running somewhat above our 2% longer run objective. In support of our goals, today the Federal Open Market Committee decided to leave our policy interest rate unchanged.
If he'd lower it by 2 points, we'd pay $600 billion a year. That's for years, 10 years, 12 years, whatever we make it. But we can't get this guy to do it. And the fake news is saying, oh, if you fired him, it would be so bad. It would be so bad. I don't know why it would be so bad, but I'm not going to fire him. I just want him to, we call him too late, right? Too late.
Jerome Powell is just sitting around waiting, the president calls him too late, he's just too late, Powell. I mean, why hasn't he cut? I mean, you remember, if he cut interest rates 1% and you've got Europe cutting like crazy, you realize that saves America $300 billion a year? It's unbelievable how much we would save if he did his job and he cut interest rates. The economy is ready for it. It's easy. Inflation is low. Come on. He's got to do his job soon.
Now we have a man that just refuses to lower the Fed rate, just refuses to do it. And he's not a smart person. I don't even think he's that political. I think he hates me, but that's okay. He should. He should. I call him every name in the book, trying to get him to do something. I've been nice to him. I do it always. I don't know how to sell. I've been so nice to him, fellas, you wouldn't believe. Let's have dinner. Too late. I'd call him too late. Come on, too late. Let's have dinner. I do it every way in the book. I'm nasty. I'm nice. Nothing works. He's like just a stupid person.
And so Jerome Powell continues to frustrate even the White House, President Donald Trump calling Powell too late and a quote-unquote stupid person. No rate cuts for now. Disappointing to say the least. In a week, the Senate passed the Genius Act.
The Genius Act establishes a pro-growth regulatory framework for payment stablecoins. This bill will cement U.S. dollar dominance. It will protect customers. It will drive demand for U.S. treasuries, and it will ensure that digital asset innovation happens in the United States of America, not abroad. With Genius, the value of stablecoins will be pegged to the U.S. dollar and backed 1-to-1 by cash and short-term U.S. treasuries.
That will be a first step towards modernizing the American payment system and integrating digital assets into the U.S. economy in a responsible way.
Provide like I said, the regulatory clarity and safety. It would bring the whole stablecoin industry on shore. It would enhance consumer protection. The issuers of stablecoins would have to get audited on a quarterly basis. Consumers could be confident that their dollar-based stablecoins were reserved on a one-to-one basis with actual dollars and U.S. bank accounts. And I think this would increase confidence in the industry. You would also see banks getting into the act. I think you'd see traditional financial players getting involved in it. And that's why the float is expected to grow from, call it, roughly $250 billion to trillions of dollars.
I can see the code. Think Kaspa.
The reason people still use Ethereum versus Solana, because it's slower and more expensive, is they think it's more secure. But once something more secure comes along, there's no reason to use Ethereum. Once something faster and cheaper comes along, there's no reason to use Solana or Tron. So my bold prediction is that the Kaspa network, probably within a year or two, is going to assume 70 to 100% of stablecoin transactions, which is $1 billion in volume per day.
Chris Wolf, aka Wolfie, mentioned this on his post on X, quote, USDC on Cas can eat, drink, and shop $199.99 a day with no capital gains tax in Ohio. Sorry, Bitcoin maxis, it's all digital assets, including the other one, Marathon Digital Mines, with 100 millisecond finality and a 1/10,000th of a cent transaction fees.
1 kilowatt of energy for me generates 8 cents of Bitcoin value. 1 kilowatt of Kaspa generates $1. I can use that dollar to buy Bitcoin.
Kaspa is
it's a proof of work coin. It's one of the up and coming coins. Kaspa's had a great run. It's gone from under a penny to over 18 cents.
This is a proof of work, and it's mined by the biggest miner in the world also, along with Bitcoin, and whatever their message is, they're going to advertise for us. So do we need to take out, full page ads ourselves in the Wall Street Journal? I don't think so. I think everything's happening as it should. We're on a path, we're on a journey. So far it's been successful, and we've made great breakthroughs, and every stride, through the weeks and months brings us to a new level of acceptance, adoption, and hash rate and everything.
Because as great as the tech is, the way towards the big institutions, the normie investors, and the mainstream is a matter of time and adoption, which rests on the shoulders of the whole Kaspa community, the Kaspa dev team, the developer teams, and all of the projects working on the Kaspa network, content creators, and even you, crypto crew. While the market is trading sideways at the making of this recording, continue to study Kaspa and the crypto ocean, and make sure your conviction remains strong before the 2025 bull run kicks into second, third, fourth, and eventually fifth gear. Not financial advice, just my conviction I share with conviction. Prove all things, hold fast that which is good.
Stick around.
Fix your mind before you get to the grind. And with that said, let's continue to escape the matrix. Let's continue to be on the lookout for the next big thing here on the crypto ocean. Grow in grace, and let's make some crypto waves. Say aye.